Hey, do this for me. Okay, I will. My name's Tatsuki Manaka. I work in accounting at a company that deals with cell phone parts. 27 years old. I have plans now, so good luck! This is Yokoshima senpai. He transferred here from sales. He has no interest in accounting, and always dumps his work on people like this. He knows I can't refuse people, and it's a nuisance.
Manaka-kun, you have to tell him if you don't want to.
Sorry, but there are a lot of mistakes when Yokoshima-san does it, so it just ends up being more work.
I don't know if that guy got in through his connections or what, but he's got some nerve.
No one in the department has a very good impression of him. His father is a board member of a large client, so no one could say anything. One day, Manaka, can I? Did you do this invoice? I think Yokoshima-san did that one. What's wrong? The amount is wrong. I'm gonna call Yokoshima-kun over, so wait here. The chief quickly called Yokoshima over. Yokoshima-kun, this invoice, did you do it? What? Did I? I did part of it, and then asked Manaka to do the final check. Huh? What? Then Manaka lied? No, I didn't. Sir, I wouldn't make a mistake like this. I guess Yokoshima wanted to push the blame onto me. I tried to fight back, but... Manaka, just don't do this again. Got it? Yes, sir. Eventually, I crumbled under the pressure and couldn't say anything back.
Why don't you speak up? It's so obvious you wouldn't make a mistake like that.
Sorry, it's just hard for me.
You're such a people pleaser. The chief is oblivious too.
I've always been like this. I couldn't speak up when I needed to. I knew it wasn't good to be like that, but I've been like this forever, so I couldn't just change.
Tatsuki, make sure Koki doesn't fall when I'm not watching, okay?
I have a younger brother who is blind. Mama's always busy taking care of him and the house. I grew to believe that I can't tell adults what I want or how I really feel. Oni-chan, let's play! Oh yeah, I'm coming. Of course, I loved my brother and took care of him. But the truth was I wanted to be a kid too. I held it all in, and before I knew it, I couldn't say how I felt anymore. Ah, done. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I was on my way home. As long as the day ends, everything's fine. Time passed. One morning, on my way to work, I was waiting at the spotlight. Huh? Is that person visually impaired? I saw a woman waiting at the stoplight with a cane. She started crossing the street. Watch out! A speeding car ignored the light. I jumped out to help the woman and pulled her hand.
Huh? What's happening?
She seemed to be in a panic. I tried to talk to her, but she wouldn't calm down. Oh no, I have to calm her down. I softly took both of her hands and faced her palms down. I placed my own two hands on top of hers.
It's okay. This is finger braille.
With finger braille, you use both hands as a sort of typewriter. You could tap the fingers to communicate. I learned about it when I was looking for ways to communicate with my visually impaired brother. Let's move out of the way. Grab my arm.
What?
Luckily, the woman knew finger braille and calmed down. I guided her to someplace safe. I sat her down. She breathed a sigh of relief. Are you okay?
Thank you. I panicked. I'm embarrassed.
She had heard the sounds of the car and nodded at my explanation.
How can I thank you? I just contacted my granddaughter. She's coming to get me.
I'm glad. Take care. I have to get to work, so I'll be off.
Your name?
The woman said something, but I was in a hurry, so I didn't hear. I was worried about being late, so I just left.
Grandmother, are you okay? Yes, a kind person helped me. I wanted to say thank you, but they left. I see. Did you get a name or anything else? They know finger braille. I think he was a young working man, but other than that... That's not enough info. Wait, there's something on the ground. A pen? With a name on it? Could this be...
I guess I had dropped my pen. I had no idea then that someone had picked it up. That afternoon, I was working as usual. Manaka, you did it again! What? There was a mistake with the amount written on the invoice. I checked with Yokoshima-kun, and he said it was probably you. No, I think Yokoshima-san did that one, not me. Are you gonna blame other people again? What if they cut the contract because of you? It was so one-sided. Even I was getting angry. I'm sorry, but if you check the edit history, you'll see that it wasn't me. What? Are you really gonna say you didn't do it? Yes, you're getting upset with me just because Yokoshima-san said so. Huh, fine then. We'll check on our end. He heard me out and backed off, but that's weird. The record's been deleted. What? What do you mean? Sir, I'm sure Manaka erased it himself. He's good at that stuff. Yokoshima-san sneered at me. See, I told you. Manaka messed up again. This is bad. No, I really didn't do it. If I was the one that erased it, why would I tell you to check it? Shut up. In any case, you better take responsibility and go apologize to the client. In the end, they wouldn't listen to me. I was forced to go apologize. After that, I was punished with reduced pay, and I was depressed. Why does this happen to me?
Are you okay? I heard about the mistake. It obviously wasn't you, right?
It's okay. No one listens to me anyway. And Yokoshima got in with connections. Damn it! How can I compete?
If only there was something to prove the truth.
A week later, the woman I had saved brought snacks to the office to say thank you.
Why, thank you. I didn't think you would be coming. No. One of your employees saved me from danger. Oh, really? Do you remember their name? They left before I could ask. Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
The next morning, the news reached the accounting department.
A woman came to me yesterday. She told me someone saved her from getting hit by a car. She said it was one of our employees and wants to say thank you.
Huh? Could it be?
Did anyone here help a blind woman? To tell the truth, that woman is the wife of our client, the MTT president.
The major phone career? What? I didn't know she was that important. Blind? So that means if I say it's me, they won't know. I was about to raise my hand. Yes, it was me! What?
So you're the savior in question?
Yes, I live and breathe helping people, so I don't remember each one. I didn't know she was the wife of the president of my father's company.
That's right. Maybe it's some kind of fate.
Our boss seemed convinced. The conversation was moving on without me. Excuse me.
What? What's wrong?
About that. What? You're gonna say that it was you, right? I had a flashback of being blamed for his mistake last week. No, it's nothing. Sorry, never mind.
Okay, fine then.
It'll only be swept under the rug if I fight it head on. I have to be careful.
I'll let them know that it was you, Yokoshima-kun.
Yes, thank you! Normally, I would have run away from this, but...
Thank you for saving me.
Am I really okay with this? I remember the lady's soft smile. Excuse me, sorry ma'am. Do you have a moment?
Of course, I'm glad you came to me.
What? She said she was curious about what I tried to say earlier. I mustered up the courage to tell her. A few days later, the MTT president's wife was meeting with Yokoshima.
Nashiro-sama, we found the person in question and called them here. I'm glad they found him, grandmother. So, the person there is my hero? I'm so thankful.
No, I just happened to pass by. Yokoshima answered lightly. I guess he really was going to lie about it.
I'll say it again, thank you so much.
I just did what was right.
Can you come closer?
Of course you can.
I'm a little nervous.
The woman took Yokoshima's hand. Huh? What is she doing to my hand?
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
What? Huh? What's this?
This is finger braille. It's one way blind people communicate. I said, who are you?
She smiled and looked at Yokoshima, even though she couldn't see him. What do you mean?
You're tripping over your words. I knew from the start that you were lying.
What? So, it's not him?
It's not. The voice, the scent, the feeling of his hands, everything is different.
What?
I'm sure you wanted to make yourself look good by acting like the hero. How sad.
She saw through it all. She knew from the start that it wasn't him. Yokoshima-kun, why did you lie?
No, I really did save her.
Then why don't you know finger braille? The person who saved me should know.
Yokoshima fell silent. The room froze. Someone knocked on the meeting room door. Excuse me. I wanted to speak with Nashiro-sama.
Manaka, why are you here?
I told him to come here at this time.
What? Why?
Why? I'm sure you know best. He was the one that saved Nashiro-sama.
Only the president's wife seemed happy to hear that.
That voice! I'm so happy to meet you again.
I'm sorry I'm late. I left back then without saying my name.
No, don't worry. I'm happy to see you again.
She slowly approached me using her cane.
I'm Nashiro. Can you tell me your name again?
I'm Ma-na-ka. Nice to meet you. Mrs. Nashiro smiled. Yokoshima watched us in disbelief, and... Yokoshima, I hope you know what this means for you.
Oof.
This affects our company's trust. Can you take responsibility for it? The chief looked like he might punch him. The CEO finally opened her mouth to speak.
Yes. For now, Yokoshima-kun, please leave the room. I'll let you know your fate later.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, the CEO bowed her head to Mrs. Nashiro.
Nashiro-sama, I sincerely apologize for any trouble we've caused. No, I was the one that wanted to play this game.
I guess Mrs. Nashiro heard what happened from the CEO. She wanted to prove Yokushima's lies.
I thank you for your kindness. Please take your time here with Monika. Then I'll take you up on that and speak with him a little.
The CEO smiled and turned to the chief.
Mr. Kimura, I need to speak with you. Can we?
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. The two of them left the room.
Now we can talk.
Yes, I'm sorry. If I had just introduced myself.
It's okay. People have internal battles we don't know about. Let me thank you too. I'm Mrs. Nashiro's secretary, Seika Nashiro. Thank you for saving my grandmother. We're finally meeting again, so tell us about yourself. I heard some things from the CEO. There must have been a reason for your actions.
Reasons? Well, I think it's my weakness. I decided to open up to kind Mrs. Nashiro and Seika-san. That morning, when I heard about you, ma'am, actually, I'm not sure if you'll believe me, but I told her that I was the one that saved Mrs. Nashiro. It took a lot of courage.
I knew it. You told me about your brother in your interview. That stuck with me. I heard that the person knew finger braille from Mrs. Nashiro. I thought it might be you. But from what I just saw, you couldn't say anything back to Yokoshima, right? Thank you for telling me.
The time I spent with my brother who had disabilities was precious to me. But, because of that, I stopped expressing my own feelings from a young age. I would just go with the flow, but I knew I couldn't this time. I remembered your kind smiling face. The day I ran into you, I wanted to be honest with you.
I see. Thank you for telling me. I now know that you're a wonderful person.
Meanwhile, the chief and CEO.
The other day I received several anonymous notes from accounting. You reported invoice mistakes as Monika's without proper investigation.
No, I checked, but the records were gone.
You could tell the System Information Department and recover the records, right?
I could.
We found that the mistake was made by Yokoshima. Don't you think you're unnaturally easy on Yokoshima?
No, I don't think so.
Really? Why do you try to cover for his mistakes?
I think that's just a coincidence.
So, you're going to play dumb? We interrogated the head of HR and got a statement.
I heard that you were the one that pulled strings to get him in.
The chief and Yokushima's father were connected, and he was the one that got Yokushima in.
You wanted a spot at MTT? I'm sorry. I've already reported this matter to the CEO.
No way. I always try to be fair with my subordinates.
Too late. That scolding in the room earlier just looked like a charade to me.
The CEO finished off with this.
You can stay home for a while. Think deeply about what you've done.
Yokushima's lie uncovered all sorts of bad behavior. Not only he and the chief, but everyone else involved was let go.
He said he saved them. How can he lie like that? The worst.
Yokushima was hated by his co-workers, naturally. Some time passed, and Yokushima...
I lost my job. I can't use my dad's connections anymore. What should I do?
He lost everything and became a hermit. He tried to take advantage of a person's disability. I'm sure he feels the weight of his actions now. When I returned to the accounting department...
Monica-kun, I heard! You seemed weird this morning, so I was worried.
Sorry to worry you.
But you tried to change even though it's hard. That was a big step.
I was thankful for my co-workers' kindness. I was invited to Mrs. Nashido's house later.
Monica-san, we've been waiting for you. Come in.
Thank you for the invitation. Where's your grandmother?
She's out at the moment, but she'll be back soon.
I see. I was nervous about being alone with Seika-san. But our conversation flowed, and we opened up.
It's really hard to support a family member with a disability.
Yes, but it creates a special bond. I struggled when I was younger, but now I am who I am because of my brother.
I get that. I learned a lot thanks to my grandmother.
Seika-san's face was full of life. I could feel that she really loved her grandmother.
It's strange. We didn't really know each other, but we have so much in common.
You're right. I feel like I haven't opened up like this in a while.
Let's talk more often. I want to get to know you more.
Of course! Call me whenever you want. Because I saved someone's life, I was able to open up about myself. I have someone to be honest with. The world feels kinder now.
Watch out! My body moved right away. I, Takuma Hirano, who works at a publishing company, was protecting a woman who was about to be hit by a car that ran a red light. I thought it was gonna be just another normal day.
Oh, sir! Are you alright?
With a thump, I received a shock in my body that I had never experienced before, and I gradually lost my consciousness. The next time I woke up, it was not to an unfamiliar white ceiling. Rather, what I saw was a close-up of a beautiful woman. Whoa, I'm surprised.
You're not surprised at all, are you?
Well, I'm still in a daze. But my heart is actually racing. Don't startle me.
I'm sorry.
A woman apologizes in a loud voice. She told me her name is Ririka Nakanishi. She's pretty. No, are you okay?
Oh, thanks to you I only got a scratch. Thank you for saving me.
I'm glad to hear that.
May I come visit you every day from today?
Oh, don't worry about it. I have an older sister, so I can ask her to take care of me.
Well, that doesn't make me feel better. I'm begging you.
Then, if it's not too much trouble, please come and see me again.
Thank you very much. I will come every day with all my might.
I wonder if she was listening to me. After that, she apologized and thanked me repeatedly, and then left. A few hours later, when the woman had left, the doctor came to my room and asked me, "Mr. Hirano, how are you feeling?" "Oh, I'm fine. Just a little nauseous." "I see. Actually, as far as your injuries are concerned, there may be some residual effects on your left arm." I felt my vision go blank at the doctor's words.
Takuma-san, hello?
Ah, Ririka-san, you came again. Thank you. For weeks since the day of the accident, Ririka-san really came to visit me every day. As we talked, we got to know each other so well that we called each other by our first names. Ouch!
Aw, you don't have to force yourself to get up. Your left hand, does it hurt?
Ririka mumbles with a dazed look on her face. I made her feel sorry again. Just a little, but I'm fine, okay? Don't worry about it anymore.
But
Oh, yes. What kind of work do you do now, Ririka-san? I never asked.
oh, I'm working various part-time jobs right now. I want to become a novelist someday, so
A novelist? That's amazing! What a wonderful dream! I'm not good at writing, so I admire you so much.
but I'm not very good at it yet. I've been trying to write for various contests, but I just can't seem to get anywhere.
A novelist? I'm so glad I was able to help you pursue your dream. Actually, I work for a publishing company, so if I hear any useful info, I'll pass it on.
Takuma-san? Thank you. Takuma! I'm here! Are you alive?
While talking with Ririka-san, my sister, Yuzuha, comes to the hospital room. I'm alive. You don't have to check if I'm alive every time.
Sorry. Oh? Are you?
Oh, Ririka-san, this is my sister, Yuzuha. Sis, she's that Ririka-san I told you about.
Ah, so you are Ririka-chan. Thank you for always coming to visit him. Nei-san, I'm so sorry for hurting your precious son. No. I don't remember giving birth to this guy.
I don't remember being given birth by her either.
I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
My sister and I laugh at Ririka's funny misstatement.
Oh, I'll spend the rest of my life making amends. I'll give my all. Oh, Takuma! That was a marriage proposal. You're fine with that?
Ririka-san, that was not quite right either.
Oh, wow.
Ririka-san has shorted out. After that, Ririka-san left quickly from embarrassment.
She's so bright and nice and so cute. No wonder you saved her.
That's not the reason, okay?
I know. Here, this is what you asked me for.
And with that, my sister pulled out my tablet. Oh, thanks. As I just stare at the tablet, my sister stands up.
Well, I think I'd better go home.
Thank you, sis.
No problem. I'm sure it's hard, but don't think too hard on it, okay?
She seemed to have guessed my feelings without even asking, and smiled a little bitterly. She patted my head a little roughly and left the hospital room.
Damn, Takuma. I wish I could change things.
My parents have passed away, so now my sister is the only family I have left. I couldn't even guess that she was acting tough in front of me and crying unbeknownst to me. When my sister left, I started up the tablet and tried to work on it as usual, but... damn! Unfortunately, I'm left-handed. It was my dominant hand that was injured, and the doctor was right. It's still numb. Well, I never had any talent to begin with. I mumble excuses to myself as if I've given up. Then, Ririka, who should have left, comes to my hospital room again. What is it, Ririka-san? Did you forget something?
I forgot to ask you something, so I came back.
What's wrong?
Takuma, is that a tablet?
I was so concerned about Ririka-san looking sad that I forgot to hide the tablet in my hand. This? I've always drawn stuff as a hobby, so I asked my sister to bring it today. But Ririka-san's expression remained dark.
It's not a hobby, right?
What?
I forgot to ask about your dream, so tell me.
Ririka-san seems to already know something.
I'm sorry. I met your sister crying in front of the hospital room, so actually, I already know. Takuma, you wanted to be a manga artist, right? And you're left-handed. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I took away your dream.
I work for a publishing company, but my real dream is to be a manga artist. I thought I wouldn't tell Ririka-san, but... After this, I managed to get her to stop crying, acting all stout-hearted. A month after the accident, I was finally discharged from the hospital, and today was the first time in a month that I had come to work. Computer. It's not that I can't type at all, but my left hand is numb, so I can't type as well as I would like. Not only do I make more typos when creating documents, but I have to take little breaks. My left arm is so numb that I can't get any work done. It's taking more than twice as long as usual. This might not be good. It was at this time when my face twisted just a little bit.
Hey, Hirano, I heard you had an accident.
Takame-san. Yes, this is Takame-san. He's a senior in the same sales department as me, and he's the one who's always trying to get in my face about something.
Huh? What's with you? That's the material you've been working on since this morning.
I'm sorry, my left arm is not working as it should. Then, Takame-san scoffs at me as if he's proud of himself for some reason.
Well, that was a disaster. It's not good to act without thinking ahead, is it? Well, maybe you're not thinking ahead when you talk about becoming a cartoonist in the first place.
It has nothing to do with being a cartoonist, does it?
Huh? You're talking back. Well, you know what? Why don't you quit? You can't even use a computer, can you?
I can't talk back to what Takame-san says, because I've learned that myself, that it's true. Yes, that's probably better. I'm not gonna be able to stay at this place, now that my path to becoming a cartoonist is cut off. And, if I stay here, I'm not gonna be able to give up the dream forever. At a publishing house, I get to see so many great comics and books every day. That wouldn't help give up on my dream, so, weirdly enough, Takame's words pushed me to move on. Thus, I submitted my resignation request the next day. I officially resigned a few months later, with the regret of my colleagues.
Welcome. I'm sorry for coming so suddenly. Are you available now?
There's an opening right now, so yes, please come in.
Today I came to a chiropractor for the first time in my life.
Don't be nervous, it's okay. What's wrong with your body today? Is there anything bothering you?
Can the numbness in an arm get better with chiropractic?
Well, it depends on the cause and symptoms, but even if I can't cure it, I can probably make you feel easier. Is your arm numb? Shall I take a look?
Oh no, it's not like that.
What? Ririka-chan, you're funny. Well then, I'll take a look at your entire body, okay?
I was thinking of divulging my story, but before I knew it, I was immersed in the pleasantness of the treatment. Ah, amazing! My body feels light.
That's good to hear. When fatigue is chronic, we often don't notice it, you know?
Amazing! Amazing! If it's this great, perhaps... Toka-san!
What's wrong, Ririka-chan?
favor to ask you.
Ririka-chan, you're full of energy. Let's calm down a bit, okay?
I told Toka-san the real reason why I came here today. I definitely for Takuma-san.
2 months after I quit, I was invited to dinner by Ririka-chan's family. Dining at such a fancy restaurant? Amazing!
Takuma-san, it's been a while.
Hey Ririka-chan, it's been a while. I'm good. And you?
Yes, I'm fine too. Thanks for coming today, Takuma-san.
I hadn't seen her since the day I made her cry in the hospital room, but her smile reassured me. Hey Takuma-kun, thanks for coming. Mr. Nakanishi, thank you for inviting me today. I'm bothering your family time. What are you talking about? You're already an indispensable member of our family. Ririka-chan's parents visited me many times at the hospital. As I no longer have parents, I was grateful for their kindness. This tall, handsome guy is Ririto, Ririka's younger brother. He came to see me often while I was in the hospital, and we become good friends. Ririto, what's this? This is a trendy cabbage swinging cat. I wanted to give it to you, so I lined up to buy it. Lined up? Thank you, Ririto-kun. I'll treasure it. Sitting at the table, delicious-looking dishes are brought one after another. Whoa, amazing! I've never eaten anything like this before. Delicious! The chef here is top-notch, right, Yuka-chan?
I am honored.
I hear she's also a top-notch tsundere.
Ririto-kun, that has nothing to do with this.
By the way, Takuma-kun, how's your work going? I haven't told them about my resignation yet. I was sure that if I told them, the kind Ririka's family would feel responsible, so I couldn't tell them. But lying is not good. Actually, I resigned a few months ago.
Oh, seriously? No way. So it's your arm.
Ririka-chan, stop. I didn't want you to feel that way. That's why I couldn't tell you. It's one of the reasons. But if I stayed at the publishing company, I couldn't seem to get rid of my longing to be a manga artist. It was also to put a stop to my feelings. So don't worry about it.
Takuma-san.
Sorry for the gloomy talk. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I get up from my seat and leave the Nakanishis.
Huh? Isn't that Hirano? I didn't expect to see you at such a fancy restaurant.
Tagame-san, why are you here? There he is, Tagame. He's the one who said my disability is a burden.
Today's my birthday, so I came here to have dinner with my girlfriend.
I see. Happy birthday. I tried to let it slide, hoping he wouldn't say anything else, but it didn't seem to be that easy.
So, you found a job? Or are you still thinking of becoming a cartoonist?
You have nothing to do with it.
Don't act so tough. You can't even use a computer properly. And a cartoonist? That's just not realistic. You should just give it up.
Hey, don't talk like that.
Oh, it's okay. I told him to quit his job because he's a burden. And he actually did it without a second thought. He's that kind of dude. So, I'll make him give up that dream too. You quit right away when you're told to quit, right?
Unable to say anything back, I clenched my right fist tightly, and...
What right do you have to laugh at people's dreams?
Ririka-chan. Ririka-chan was standing in front of me. Her petite shoulders are shaking.
Takuma-san saved me without even thinking about himself. Me, a complete stranger. That's why I...
Ririka-chan choked up with tears, and I almost burst into tears myself. Are you from Emo Publishing?
Yes, I am. But what are you?
We're just a family who adore Takuma Hirano-kun here. Takuma-kun risked his life to save my daughter. It's like he saved my life too. Losing a daughter would have been more painful than losing my own life. At his worst, I started shedding tears. So, I won't work with a publisher that has people who laugh at him as a burden.
Work with? What on earth are you talking about?
Love Koi Manga. Kabetaro. You must have heard of that name.
Love Koi? Kabetaro? No way! Are you that Kabetaro, the famous manga artist?
What?
You are that Capitano? Wow! What should I do? I'm a big fan.
Me too! I'm a big fan too! That makes me happy. I had no idea that Ririka-chan's father was a famous manga artist. I wanna ask him. I've always wanted to ask him, why did he name himself Kabetaro? But now is not the right time for that, so I forced myself to not say it. Imo has taken good care of me until now, but I'll think twice about working with you from now on.
Wait, this was just a joke!
A joke? Shut up! Kabetaro-sensei had been quietly angry until now, but Tagame got frightened by his thunderous shouting. Nakanishi-san, I didn't know at all. Well, of course you didn't. I haven't had any media exposure at all, so my face is not known to the public. By the way, I'm his assistant.
I'm my husband's manager and assistant too.
Whoa, they were an amazing family of manga artists, huh? Takuma-kun, if you haven't given up on your dream, why don't you come work for us? Huh? But I can't draw properly. I can't even draw a line straight. No big deal. Shaky lines. That would become your unique characteristic. You can help me occasionally while you create your own work. Take your time. Even if you produce just one work in a lifetime, that's still awesome, isn't it, Takuma-kun? Sensei!
Takuma-san, I have something to tell you. Actually, I have trained under a chiropractor in the past few months.
Cairo? Why? Didn't you want to be a novelist?
Well, it's because I wanted to make your left arm as comfortable as possible. Of course, I haven't given up on being a novelist.
Ririka-chan, I didn't know that you worked so hard for me.
So, I want you to let me stay next to you, Takuma-san. These aren't words coming from guilt. I truly love you. So you see, I have such a talented family, but somehow I can't draw at all. But I'm confident in coming up with good stories. So if it's alright with you, Takuma-san, why don't we form a team?
Oh! Sure! That sounds really fun! A girl I saved by accident, but in retrospect, I'm the one who got saved. To the Nakanishi family, who saved my heart and my dreams, I wanna say thanks from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, I'm so glad! I was so moved! Just as I thought, Kabetaro-sensei was a handsome gentleman.
Hey, but I might be in trouble if the company finds out that I offended that great sensei.
Huh? You deserve it. I hate people like you who laugh at people's dreams. Ugh, let's end this. Goodbye.
Wait!
Tagame was dumped by his girlfriend that day, and shortly after, he was forced to quit his job too. A few years later, I now draw my own manga while working as an assistant for the Nakanishis. The lines still waver, and I can't draw as well as I used to, but now, I think that's okay, because...
Takuma, how is it? Does your arm hurt?
It feels better when you're touching it. Thanks for everything, Ririka. Ririka, who became my wife, tenderly massages my left hand every day. Hey, Ririka, I'm a super lucky guy, hey? I saved you and my left arm is still crippled, but oddly enough, I'm glad it turned out this way. Because I met you and your family. I haven't given up on my dream, and I'm living my life to the fullest. Thanks to you all, my sister is happy too. And above all...
Above all?
I smile at Ririka, who stares at me, trying not to miss my words. It looks like I get to hold hands with my wife more than anyone else. That makes me so happy.
Takuma, yeah. I'll hold your hand forever. Let's live together forever.
I was in an accident and was left with a slight disability in my left arm. Of course, there are hardships, but even so, my future is really bright.
Director Shikishima, please check this contract. Sales are going great this month. Keep it up. I received a cheerful reply from my subordinate. My name's Kaede Shikishima. I've been working at an advertising agency since I graduated, and I'm currently 30. I've been given the position of sales manager. I have the only colleague who is the same age as me. Takahara-san, are you busy tonight?
Why do you ask such a question?
Come on, I've already asked you out on a date many times. You know what I want.
This is my colleague, Norio Choshi, who is also the sales manager. He's the same age as me. My company is divided into 2 sales departments, and I'm in charge of the first department, and he's in charge of the second. So, it's like having 2 sales departments within the same company. Our sales results were always similar. We've always been promoted at the same time too. It seems that the president's intention was to promote friendly competition, but perhaps... Well, anyway, that's why we have an unusual organizational structure with 2 sales managers. Oh, he's doing it again.
I never invite someone out like this, you know? It's about time you agree at least just once. Let's go.
No thanks.
Hey, no matter how beautiful you are, it's not cute when you're so cold, alright? Why don't you just smile?
Stop it.
Hey, stop it! I step in between them, brushing off the hand that is extended towards Takahara-san.
What is it, Shikishima? Don't disturb me.
Disturb? No matter how you look at it, she doesn't like it. It's you who's disturbing her.
Huh? How can a salesman back down so easily? That's why your department loses in sales.
Last month, right? Not every time.
2 months ago too. I feel sorry for the folks who work under such a useless manager. It's getting late.
Apparently, he had an appointment. He just said whatever he wanted and left. He's so selfish. Are you okay?
Yes, thank you.
She's Mizuna Takahara, who is famous within the company as a beautiful secretary to the president. Apparently, she worked at the same company as the president before, and she was recently recruited to become the secretary. However, her private life is shrouded in mystery. She looks like a successful career woman.
I'm going back to work, so...
Oh, sure. Oh, so cool as always. She's cool towards everyone, but when she talks to a male employee, she becomes even colder. As a result, there's no one who has gotten along well with her. Okay, I guess this is okay. Friday, while everyone else got off work early and went out for drinks, I was working overtime alone. Oh, it's this late already? I guess I'll go home soon too. Ow! When I try to stand up and move on, I hit my shin on the edge of the desk. Who set the trap in a place like this? Do they have a grudge against me? Oh, I guess it was me. I'm alone, so I'm fooling around by myself. Is it just me who does this? Go away, pain, you idiot! I stroked the shin I hit and said that magic phrase. Oh, it's going away! As expected of the magic phrase my grandma taught me. This is a spell that my grandmother, who passed away 2 years ago, taught me when I was little. Since both of my parents worked, when I was a child, I was often left in the care of my grandmother who lived nearby.
It hurts! Oh, what? Did you fall? Then say, "Go away, pain, you idiot!" That's so weird. This spell is so powerful. See? It doesn't hurt anymore, right? Wow, it's true. It doesn't hurt. Grandma, you're amazing. Listen, Mape. Words have power. Always use nice words to both others and yourself. Yeah, I learned this now. You idiot! No, that's not a good word. I guess I taught you something wrong.
Grandma was always positive and never had anything negative to say about me. She always supported me. Because of her influence, I also started to be careful about the words I use on a daily basis. Well, being 30 and chanting spells all by myself is pretty dangerous though. I better go home before I lose my mind any further. Huh? As I was leaving work and heading to the station, I saw a woman staggering. Huh? Is she okay? There's a pedestrian bridge ahead. It looks dangerous. My hunch was correct, and as expected, the woman almost fell downstairs.
Ah!
Watch out! I immediately grabbed the woman's arm and was able to help her out of the way. When I asked how the woman was doing, "Huh? Takahara-san?" The woman whom I helped turned out to be the beautiful secretary, Mizuna Takahara. You look pale. Are you okay? You must not be feeling well. Takahara-san basically works in a separate room from us, so I don't know much about what happens to her at work. I'm sure she's having a hard time because the president is not here. The president has been absent from the company for the past few months to start up another business.
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you.
After saying that, she tried to start walking alone again. Wait, what are you doing? You're about to collapse.
No, but I can't afford to cause you any inconvenience.
It's okay. When times are tough, you can rely on others. You need to take better care of yourself, alright? When I said so, she gave a small nod and awkwardly averted her gaze from me.
Oh, it hurts.
Then Takahara-san suddenly felt pain in her ankle. Apparently, she twisted it when she misstepped. Oh, did you twist it? Wait a minute. Go away, pain, you idiot!
What?
Oops. Oh, sorry. It's creepy, isn't it? Takahara-san froze. Oh, crap. I've done it.
Shikishima-san, how do you know that spell?
Huh? Takahara-san stares at me. I feel like this is the first time I've really looked into her eyes. Whoa! Well, you have to rest first. Let's use a taxi. While supporting Takahara-san as she wobbled again, I called a taxi and took her home. And a few weeks after that day, for a certain reason, the distance between us had rapidly narrowed.
Shikishima-san, have you tried the restaurant that opened in front of the station yet? Would you like to go with me after work?
Yeah, sure. Huh? That's a lie! That Takahara-san invited someone to dinner, and it's a man!
Takahara-san often comes here, but she just looks around and never talks to anyone. But lately, her expression is soft only when she talks to Director Shikishima.
Huh? Maybe those two are dating? Takahara-san has clearly changed, and the two of us have become the subject of rumors within the company. Damn! They were so close all of a sudden. What on earth is going on? Takahara-san! Takahara-san is about to go back to the secretary's office, and Choshi calls out to her from behind. Takahara-san, why are you having dinner with that damned Shikishima?
even though I've invited you many times.
I would like to ask you back. Why do you say damn about him? Do you think you're better?
Takahara-san's cold gaze stings him. The cold eyes of a beautiful woman are harsh on a man's heart.
Of course. In fact, my personal sales are always higher than his.
Takahara-san lets out a sigh.
Who would accept the invitation of a guy who says such a thing? At least to me, Manager Shikishima is a lot nicer than you. Excuse me.
Without waiting for Choshi's next words, Takahara-san enters the secretary's office.
Damn it! What the heck? How can Shikishima be better than me? Fine, I'll show her that I'm the better man. Even if she changes her mind then, it'll be too late. Just watch me.
That's how he grew resentment to me one-sidedly. I see. Not this time, huh? The result this time was disappointing, but the relationship has definitely deepened. If you keep going and stay sincere, you'll definitely get the next contract. Keep contacting them time to time.
Yes, sir. I'll continue to do that.
A few days later, today too, when I was cheering up my subordinate, I heard abusive words coming from the seat next to me.
Huh? You couldn't get a contract? I told you to get it in any way you can. You can't even get one contract of such a low amount? You're useless. I'm sorry.
The employees who belong to Section 2 are completely intimidated. He was so bossy that I couldn't keep quiet. Hey, Choshi, it's not like you can get a contract every time. Instead of bossing around like that, you should stay kind and hear out why he couldn't get a contract.
Director Shikishima. Shikishima, why are you meddling with Section 2? Are you in a position to do that? Take a look at the sales results board. I'm better at both individual and departmental sales than you.
With that said, Choshi points to the board. It is true, but that's not the point. It might be true if you look at it individually or as a department, but we're all part of the same company. We're not competing to fight each other. Isn't it to increase sales for the company as a whole? Am I wrong? Even if that was not the case, if someone was unreasonably being bossed around, anyone would want to help out.
Heh, you're selling less than me because you're always like that. Anyway, Section 2 is my section. Don't mess with my methods.
He bangs on the desk and leaves the floor.
Director Shikishima, I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I'm sorry for aggravating him. I tapped him on the shoulder, and he bowed his head and went back to work. As the end of the month approaches, the result shows that the #1 individual seller is Choshi, and second place is me. The sales of the second division were higher than the first division.
You see, I'm better than you after all. I won this month too. With this, Takahara-san should be able to figure out which guy she should go for.
After the end of the month meeting, he came all the way to my seat and said that to me.
Well, whatever you say after losing doesn't mean anything. Just keep howling by yourself forever, like a lone wolf.
And he left.
Director Shikishima, Director Choshi, the president is calling. Please come to the president's office.
Okay. A few days into the new month, unusually, the president was in the office in the morning, and we were called in. Sorry for calling you in so suddenly. I always leave the work to you two. Because I have you two, I can run around setting up another business. I'm grateful to you. He's been away a lot lately, and even when he did come, he was in his office all the time, so it's been a while since I've spoken with him. Since the president was in such a situation, it was natural for me and Choshi to be in charge in the office. Actually, while I was away, Takahara was reporting on the situation on my behalf. Is that so? No wonder Takahara-san was observing her surroundings carefully. Once again, I realized how much the president trusts Takahara-san. To be the eyes of the president, if she wasn't excellent, no matter how much he trusted her, he wouldn't be able to entrust her with such a big role. There is one thing that bothers me about that report. I got a suggestion from Takahara.
What is the proposal?
The two of us are in a daze, wondering what's going on. We conducted a survey to find out what subordinates thought of their superiors. In short, we did a survey anonymously.
What?
Not only was the person next to me surprised, but I was too. Normally, superiors evaluate their subordinates, but it is also important how superiors are perceived by their subordinates. It makes sense. The more ambitious you are, the more you will neglect those in a lower position and flatter those above you. However, I've always believed that if you're going to lead someone, it is important how you interact with your subordinates. As a result, Shikishima-kun, you are very much admired by your subordinates. Some even said, I want to be a boss like Manager Shikishima. Really? Thank you. I'm so happy. There isn't anything more rewarding than being said that. Next, as for Choshi-kun. First of all, how do you think your subordinates think of you?
Of course, they probably want to be a boss like me. My personal sales performance has always been at the top, and every salesperson would want to be someone who can get results.
I see. Well then, let me convey the voices of your subordinates as they are. I'm jealous of Section 1. I want to be transferred there and work under Manager Shikishima. I want to quit if I have to continue working under Manager Choshi. Another person said, I'm glad I'm in Section 1. Section 2 seems tough. The president reads aloud while flipping over several sheets of paper in his hand.
What? Isn't that some kind of mistake? You just happen to have read a few bad opinions out, right?
No, I'm sorry to say, but your subordinate's evaluation of you was all harsh. I don't remember seeing anything good.
That's not possible.
That's why I first asked you how you see yourself. I was wondering if you see yourself objectively in the first place. It seemed like you don't. The president looks disappointed and returns his gaze from the questionnaire to Choshi.
That's crazy. Why is it that I, who has better results, am not appreciated more?
It seems like he can't accept the results yet, and his voice is getting louder. It's true that numbers are important, but if you're in a higher level position, that's not all you need. You need to develop your personality and have management skills. It seems that you can get results and scold your subordinates well, but when it comes to caring for your subordinates, I don't know. In the first place, the sales results of Section 1 is almost entirely reliant on your numbers.
Ugh.
That's right. Actually, the results of my subordinates are much better in my division. I think the most important thing for a boss is to be able to teach their subordinates the joy of working. I believe Shikishima-kun is so well liked because he can do that. Those words warm my heart. I was happy because I felt like my efforts up until now were recognized. And I have one more thing to tell you. After clearing his throat and pausing for a while, the president slowly begins to speak. I can't really be here, so I decided to take this opportunity to hand over the entire responsibility to Shikishima-kun. I would like to promote you to general manager. What do you think?
What?
He was more surprised than I was. Me? The general manager? Yeah, looking at the survey results, I don't think there's anyone more qualified. Also, the reason why we had 2 sales managers was to determine which one was more suitable for the general manager. I kind of guessed so that's how it was after all. Now then, Shikishima-kun, what do you think? Of course, I'll happily accept the offer. Thank you. Then, I'll give you the official appointment letter on the 1st of next month. As for Section 1, I'll ask Takeshita, the section chief, to take over. Please take the survey results seriously and improve yourself, Choshi. And listen carefully to what General Manager Shikishima has to say. He will be your boss from now on. That's all for now. After finishing talking with the president, the 3 of us left his office. At that moment, Choshi revealed his true feelings.
Damn it! Why? I can't believe I'm lower than this guy.
You're still saying that? It's impossible for you to become better than General Manager Shikishima at that rate.
Why are you always supporting Shikishima so much?
You suggested the survey for him too, didn't you? Because of your strange suggestion, Hey, stop it!
As a secretary, I understood the president's intentions and suggested it because I thought it was necessary. That's all. I don't include my personal feelings to it. However, it is true that he is my benefactor.
Huh? A benefactor?
Yeah. General Manager Shikishima and I actually met when we were little.
Takahara-san looks nostalgic, ignoring Choshi's existence.
When I was a child, I had a weak heart and was in and out of the hospital many times. But I finally had to have surgery. I was really scared. But my parents were both working people and didn't care much about me. I was alone and worried, and even thought about running away. Then... I was climbing a tree and I slipped! What's wrong with you? An injured and lively girl came into the bed next to me and started talking to me. I was happy that someone my age came. She was hospitalized only for a few days, but we quickly became friends. While talking with her, I forgot about the fear of her surgery. But her discharge date was the day before my surgery. And she said this to me, as I was unable to send her off with a smile.
Me-chan, it's okay. The surgery will definitely be successful. My grandma always says this spell. If the surgery hurts, say this, okay? Go away, pain! You idiot! Okay? It's a spell that will make the pain go away. Idiot? What's that? That's so weird.
Thanks to the spell she taught me, I gained courage. The surgery was successful and the pain afterwards was bearable. And that kid, whom I thought was a girl, was actually General Manager Shikishima.
When I was little, I learned that my name, Kaede, is Maple in English. I liked it, so I changed it a bit and used to call myself Mape. Furthermore, I look like a girl, so I was often mistaken for a girl. So even when we met again at work, she didn't realize it was me. The day I rescued her, it became clear that it was me. What? So what?
It just means he has always been a wonderful person. I've always wanted to meet that girl and say thank you. It's thanks to that girl that I'm doing well now. Even after we met again, he helped me again. His words are always wonderful. But what about you? You just look down on people or corner them. There's no way anyone will like such a person. Of course, me included.
Ugh.
Now, let's go, General Manager Shikishima.
Damn. He couldn't accept this result, or that I would be his boss, so he ended up quitting. The president looked a little sad when he heard that, but he didn't stop him. However, everyone must think that unless he himself changes, the outcome will not change no matter where he goes. I forgot to say this, but thank you for everything.
No, I was just doing my job. But I'm glad I could be of your help. Mape?
A few days later, this time, I invited her, and we both went to have dinner after work. But I'm so thankful to Grandma for her spells. If it weren't for that, we wouldn't have realized that we had met long ago.
That's right. It's all thanks to me, right? Ka. I want to see my grandchild's face soon.
Huh?
Huh? What's up?
No, it's nothing. That's right. I have to give good news to my grandma in heaven as soon as possible. Takahara-san, you know... The body is made of food, and the mind is made of words. Our minds may change depending on what words we use on a daily basis. I want to continue to use positive words to cast wonderful magic on myself and others. It's okay. It will definitely work out. Go away, nervousness, you idiot! Hey, Ito, you should do this job. That's impossible. My manager has also told me not to take on other jobs if I don't have the time. I'm Sosuke Ito, 21. After I graduated from high school, I worked in sales of a small tech company. And the person who is trying to force the job on me is Kazuki Asaba, my senior. The manager just scolded him about this. Heh, if you were doing your job efficiently, you could have done it. High school graduates are useless after all. How about a college graduate who can't do his job without relying on that useless high school graduate? What? I think I'm a rare one to talk back to a senior. But when he looks down on me every day, I can't help but argue back. Heh, you orphan. I guess you never really learned how to respect your seniors. My father is an elite who works for the large company Akuta Shoji, so there's a difference in the upbringing between us. Asaba-san, who couldn't force me to do his work, spat those words out and left. I didn't become an orphan because I wanted to. Frustrated, I pulled out a photo of my mother from my pocket. Whenever I feel depressed or angry, I always look at it. When I was 2 years old, my mother passed away, and I was taken in by my aunt and her husband. However, soon after that, they died in an accident. I had no other relatives, so I was placed in a children's home. And I was taken in by my adoptive parents. They were kind to me for the first few years, but...
Well then, spend the weekend with that money.
Eventually, she became indifferent to me and started leaving me alone, going on trips. Of course, they gave me the money I needed to live, but to be honest, I didn't feel loved as part of the family.
I see. It's been difficult until now, huh? I think it was the right thing to leave.
The person who supported me when I left home and got a job after graduating from high school was Tomomi Shono, the sales manager.
I know a lawyer, so if you need help, you can always talk to me.
I then consulted with the lawyer and asked him to investigate in detail. And it was discovered that my adoptive parents were embezzling my assets. I left him, of course. He was able to sue them and recover all of my assets. There are things I don't like here, but I'm indebted to this company, especially the manager, so try harder, Mom. After talking to my mother in my heart, I quietly put the photo away. Okay, I'll do my best. A few days later, Asaba-san and I were to head to a business meeting with Mato Ko. Ugh, are you okay? On the way, I encountered a woman crouching on the side of the road.
Sorry. I feel dizzy.
Hey, let's go, quick! But today's business meeting is important for our company. Leave the plain women alone. Don't high school graduates even know their priorities? It's true that today's meeting is important, but so are people's lives. There's no way I can leave her alone. Tch, do whatever you want. I'm leaving. Asaba-san then left us and hurried off to a business meeting. After calling an ambulance, I also called the company to explain the situation.
I get it. I'll call Motoko. So what about Asaba?
He went to the meeting alone.
I see. Well then, after contacting the client, I will also inform Asaba-kun of the need for better communication with me.
While listening to her exasperated voice towards Asaba, I hung up the phone. I was waiting for the ambulance to arrive while holding the hand of the lady who was shaking anxiously. Fortunately, the ambulance came quickly. Well then, I'll leave her to you. Also, this is my business card. I don't know if I can help you, but if you need to know more about the time when she collapsed, please contact me. In this way, I left and returned to work after contacting my manager again. What are you gonna do about this? The deal failed because of you! When Asaba-senpai came back from the meeting, the first thing he did was to criticize me. Even though the deal was 100% decided, it was put on hold. If the deal breaks down, how are you orphaned high school graduate gonna take responsibility? What? Was I wrong? Just when I was starting to doubt my own judgment.
Asapa-kun, stop attacking Ito-kun.
Before we knew it, the manager reprimanded Asaba.
When I explained the situation to Motoko, the person in charge agreed to let you talk to them alone. So they didn't complain about you going alone, right? In that case, it's not Ito's fault that this business meeting didn't go well.
Maybe that's true, but...
Also, stop making fun of other people because of their birth. It's something that he can't do anything about, and it has nothing to do with his work performance.
Okay. In front of the manager, he had a timid demeanor, but as soon as the manager left, he glared at me. Heh, don't feel good just because the manager protected you. There is no doubt that I'm better than you. After all, I am the son of an elite employee who works at Akuta Shoji. With that said, he grumpily returned to his seat. Jeez, didn't he hear what the manager just told him? Oh, what? Frustrated, I tried to look at the photo of my mother, but it was gone. Did I drop it somewhere? Oh, when I helped that woman earlier. That day, I managed to finish work even though I was stressed about it, and hurriedly went to look for the photo. I searched everywhere I could get my hands on, but I couldn't find it. What should I do? The only memory I have with my mother is that photo.
Ah, Ito. I'd like to discuss something with you.
As I was working, feeling depressed, my manager talked to me.
We need to have a meeting with a business partner in another prefecture, and I would like you to go.
What, me?
Yeah. Actually, it's a pretty important client, so I can't just send anybody. But I think you will be able to talk to them in a friendly manner, so I would like to ask you to go.
Understood. I'll do my best to meet your expectations.
Thank you. Also, there's something I'd like you to buy me as a souvenir.
Got it. Could you tell me more about it?
It's a drink called natto cider. It's only sold in that prefecture.
Huh? Isn't that like punishment?
It's a cider that faithfully reproduces the taste and smell of natto, but it has a strangely addictive taste.
I understand. I'll buy it if I can find it. Maybe she has no sense of taste?
Well, thanks. Oh, of course I'll pay for the natto cider.
Damn it! Why does she expect a lot from that orphan high school graduate? Watch me. I'll also make up for my failure. Months have passed since then, and after successfully completing my business trip, I am scheduled to return to work the next day. As I was taking a breather and resting at the hotel, I noticed an incoming call from the manager. This is Ito. Something wrong?
Sorry, I know you're busy. Ito, before you went to Motoko, you helped someone, right? I received a call from that person, and it turns out that she was actually the president's secretary of Love Koi Group.
Huh? That Love Koi Group? Love Koi Group is a major group and our largest client.
Yes, that's right. She seems to want to thank you in person and asked if we could meet tomorrow if possible.
Understood. Well then, I'll head to the office ASAP.
Thank you. I'll tell that to her.
The next day, I headed to work as planned, but apparently, something like this happened while I was away.
Today, Rei Saito, the president's secretary of Love Koi Group, is scheduled to come to see Ito. Ito helped Saito-san when she was lying on the roadside, so she came to say thank you.
What? That plain woman was an employee of such a large company?
Wait, if I say that I helped that woman, wouldn't that credit be mine?
She was dizzy at the time. He's so shallow that I can't believe it. But he seems to have thought that he could fool her in that case. Asaba, who was trying to steal the credit from me, staked out near the reception desk and was waiting for Saito-san. What is he doing while at work?
Huh? Who's that beautiful woman?
My name is Saito from Love Koi Group, and I have an appointment with Ito-sama.
What? I never expected that plain woman to be so beautiful. I can't let Ito take the credit. Long time no see, Miss Saito from Love Koi Group. My name is Kazuki Asaba, and I helped you that day. I'm glad you're doing well.
You? However, it seems that your name is different from the business card I got.
Ah, that's a spare that Ito gave me to use when he was away. I was in a hurry at the time, so I accidentally handed it to you by mistake.
Asaba was smiling broadly, as if he successfully fooled her.
What is that nonsense?
You are?
My name is Maho Ayatsuji, the daughter of Daigoro Ayatsuji, president of Love Koi Group.
The situation changed completely with the appearance of Ayatsuji-san.
So, what do you want by lying that you were the one who helped Ray?
It's no lie. I really helped her.
Oh dear. The person who helped Ray dropped this photo at the same time as giving her his business card.
What Ayatsuji-san held up while proclaiming loudly was a photo of my mother.
We have researched on this lady in the photo and found that the photo very likely belongs to Sosuke Ito-san. If you claim to be the owner of this photo, you obviously know who this woman is, right?
That's...
Asaba becomes confused. Furthermore, our president rushes in.
I got a call saying the reception was noisy. And what the heck? Ayatsuji-san, Saito-san, I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused by our employee.
President, well, this is...
I'll ask you to explain this to me thoroughly.
Asaba was taken away by the president. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused by my colleague.
No, Ito-san is not at fault.
When I found out what had happened, I apologized as soon as I arrived at the waiting room, but they both readily forgave me.
Hello again. It's been a while. I'm Rei Saito, whom you helped that day. Thank you very much for helping Saito. That day, I was at home on a day off. I felt unwell and thoughtlessly I started walking to the hospital. Then I felt dizzy while walking. The doctor said it was dehydration. After the treatment, the nurse handed me your business card, so I came here to thank you. I only had a vague memory of your face and voice, but I remember how reassuring you were by my side. I'm really thankful to you.
I'm relieved that you're doing well now.
Today, I wanted to thank you for your help and give you back this photo.
In response to Rei-san's words, Ayatsuji-san handed me a photo of my mother.
This one had apparently fallen into the ambulance, so I asked the nurse to let me keep it.
I see. Thank you. It was an important photo for me. Thank you.
So, is the woman in the photo your mother?
Yes, it's been a long time since she passed away.
That's how it was after all. I see. So it's you.
Ayatsuji-san looks at me with a mixture of sadness and kindness.
We have been looking for a long time. for you, the son of Koharu Ito-san.
Huh? Why do you know me? And my mother?
I know you two very well.
Apparently, Ayatsuji-san was nervous, and she opened and closed her mouth several times before finally speaking.
Actually, you are my half-brother.
Huh? I'm speechless at the shocking words. That means my father.
Actually, my father and I have met you several times when you were little. Since you were still small, it's understandable that you don't remember.
The story goes back 20 years, when I was still with my mother. I was a year old at the time.
It seems that my father and Koharu-san started dating sometime after my mother passed away. Koharu-san treated me like she was my real mother. I was still young and had little memory of my biological mother. And I thought of you as my real brother. Sasuke! Peekaboo!
They had me with the intention of getting married, but then my paternal grandparents were strongly against it. Apparently, they opposed their marriage because of my mother's family background. Koharu-san, let's elope with me. I want to live with you, Maho and Sosuke.
Thank you, Daigoro-san. But until we are accepted by your parents who gave birth to you and raised you, I want to do my best.
My mother told my father that his parents would be sad if they eloped, but in the end, they were never accepted. After my mother died, my father tried to take custody of me, but that didn't work. My mother and maternal grandparents were separated, so custody was given to my aunt and her husband.
Immediately after my father handed over child support to your aunt in a lump sum, we went overseas. It wasn't until we visited you right after we returned to Japan that I learned your aunt and her husband had passed away. And unfortunately, the orphanage you were placed in was bankrupt. As a result, I had no idea where you had been taken after that. But this time, I happened to find Koharu-san's photo, and I was finally able to meet you. I'm sorry it took me so long to meet you again. My grandparents passed away last year, and no one would object to having you in our home anymore. So if you're okay with it, could you join our family?
Please, raise your head. The voice directed to Ayatsuji-san was so gentle that even I was surprised. I thought that a happy family was something I could never have. But I did have a family that continued to think of me and kept looking for me. Even if it was only for a short time, there was a moment when the four of us were a happy family, huh? It still feels like a dream. It may not be possible right away, but I want to be a family with you too. The people my mother loved. That's what I think. Thank you for finding me. Looking forward to living with you, sis.
Sosuke!
Although it took us a lot of time, we were able to safely reunite. After that, Saito-san learned that the business meeting that day had failed, and Lovekoi Group decided to talk to Matoko. It turned out that the cause of the failure was that Asaba had disrespected a human life that day. It seems that Asaba berated me for saving Saito-san in front of the client. This is said to have led to the distrust of Matoko. Later, I went back to the meeting and was able to successfully conclude a contract. Asaba's failure at Matoko and misbehavior towards Saito-san became a big problem. The president took it seriously and placed him under home detention. Then, what a perfect timing! Another incident came at Asaba while he was under detention.
Damn, why me?
Breaking news! Alleged to have received illegal kickbacks from Akata Shoji.
Asaba was stunned by the news broadcast on TV.
That's a lie.
My father was arrested? Surprisingly, Asaba's father was sued by his company and arrested on charges of fraud and breach of trust.
Kazuki Asaba-san! I'm from Gesu newspaper. Could I interview you about the incident that your father caused?
Stop it! Stop it! After that, Asaba became traumatized by being chased around by the media. He voluntarily resigned through a retirement agency service. Shit! Why? The sins of the parents have nothing to do with the child! Asaba looked down on people a lot because of their family background. Now, he's in position to suffer because of his family. He must have realized firsthand the shallowness of his actions. Meanwhile, I was being regularly invited to the Ayatsuji family, and had more and more opportunities to have meals with my father and sister.
Good evening, Sosuke-kun.
Ah, good evening! You were invited too! Actually, Reisa and my sister were friends to begin with. The truth seems to be that on the day they visited my company, my sister forced Reisa to let her come too.
Anyway, is it okay, Sosuke? You're really gonna decline the offer to join Lovekoi Group?
Yes, I owe a lot to my current company. Besides, I'm more than happy just being able to spend time with my family like this. It seems my father wants to pamper his son more and offers me various kinds of help. But for me, having a family was already more valuable than anything else, so I politely refused any offers that didn't suit me.
That's nice. I also want to be part of this family. Oh? Why are you holding back? If you marry Sosuke, we can become a family.
I see. That's not a bad idea at all.
Hey, that would be a nuisance to Rei-san, right?
I'm okay with that. Because Sosuke-kun, who helped me that day, you were reliable and cool.
Huh? Even if you think the bond between people has been broken, you can reconnect it again and again if you don't give up. I'm sure the same goes for things other than relationships. So if there's someone close to me who is about to give up on something, I sincerely hope to be able to help them. My name is Kenji Soabe. I work in HR of a fairly large IT company.
Hello, Soabe-san.
Hello, let's do our best today too. The work is fun and rewarding, good salary and human relations. My concern is that the upper management of the company is so corrupt. The only sane person is one who is in the executive position at a young age. Will they be crushed by the old people though? Aside from that, I'm living a good life every day. However, I've been having a problem lately. That is, there's this female employee who glares at me every time I run into her. Her name is Kenji and Tennai. She's a beautiful new employee who joined the sales department this year. Rumor has it that she's very serious about her work, but it is hard to get close to her because she looks like a gyaru. Since Tennai-san and I work in different departments, I have almost no contact with her. But for some reason, she glares at me like this every time I run into her. At first I thought it was just my imagination, but... well, I guess I am being glared at. It's been like this all the time, and I'm starting to feel depressed. Anyway, let's ignore her for now. I decided to talk to my colleague about it. No matter how you think about it, she hates you. I guess so, but I have no idea why. Even so, it's not normal to get glared at every time. Didn't you do something to her? Huh? I really don't know. Speaking of the only point of contact, as far as I can remember, there was one. When she was still a university student, I was in charge of her job interview. And that was the only time I had a proper conversation with her. So you really don't know? Nah, I haven't even talked to her since she joined the company. I've been trying not to worry about it until now, but I can't let it go now. Well, everyone has likes and dislikes, so there's no need to worry about it, don't you think? It's fine if she just hates me, but if there's something wrong with me, I want to fix it. Ah, I see. You're that kind of guy. Then you have no choice but to ask her directly. I guess that's the only option. Okay, I'll try to find out the reason directly from her. Thanks. The next day, I made up my mind and decided to talk to Tennai-san. She's glaring at me again. Oh, Tennai-san?
Huh?
Oh, hey, Tennai-san! Why are you running away? Tennai-san! I tried to get a chance to talk to her for the next few days, but in the end, I was unable to. What the heck? But it's clear that she's avoiding me. Regardless of whether she hates me or not, there is no doubt about that. I must have done something. Oh. I saw a woman who was being hit on by an office worker. It was dark, so I couldn't see her face well, but that silhouette and that voice, Tennai-san? Hey, why not? Just a little break. Let's have some tea in a quiet place.
Please stop.
It looks like she's being hit on by a troublesome man. I can't ignore it, so I went to help. That lady doesn't like it. Stop it.
Huh? Why?
Huh? What are you? Don't disturb me. No, she's my precious junior.
Precious Junior?
Tch, get out. I'm gonna go drink with this girl now. I said she doesn't want to. The man flinched for a moment, feeling pressured by my angry voice. What the heck? You suddenly shouted. I don't feel like going out for drinks anymore. I'm going home. The man said that and left as if to run away. I'm glad he gave up. I suddenly shouted, which I'm not used to do, so I got really tired. But I feel like I've seen that person somewhere.
Thank you. Thank you for your help.
It's okay. I'm more than happy that you're safe.
Why did you help me? I've been rude to you.
Rude? Oh, like running away from me? It seems like she was aware that it was rude. That's no reason to not help you.
After all, that's the kind of person you are.
Feeling like we were finally able to have a proper conversation, I decided to ask her what I was curious about. Hey, I'm sorry if I'm mistaken, but why are you always glaring at me?
Glare? I didn't mean to do that.
Huh? Is that so? I was wondering if I did something to offend you. I've always wanted to ask you.
Sorry. Maybe it's because I was born with poor eyesight, so I'm often misunderstood like that.
Apparently, she wasn't glaring at me. I was relieved. I see. I thought for sure that you hated me.
No way! I'm usually careful not to make eye contact with people, but...
I see. You were going through a lot, huh? Sorry for the misunderstanding. Tennai-san looks embarrassed. This is a good time to ask her another question. But then why did you make eye contact with me so often?
Huh?
Even if it was a misunderstanding that she was glaring at me, it must be true that she was always looking at me. Besides, why do you run away from me? You made an amazing acrobatic escape from me the other day.
Well, that's...
Tennai-san stammered. Then...
It's a secret.
I couldn't help but stare at her as she looked away. Huh? Why do you make that kind of face? She was so cute that I couldn't believe she was said to be unapproachable in the office. Maybe she's not the scary type that she's rumored to be. Oh, sorry. I gotta take this. Hello, senpai? Yes, things are going well here too. Tennai-san, why are you staring at me for so long? Immediately after this, I ended the phone call and decided to drop her off at her house. By the way, she seems to be learning parkour. At least she revealed why she could make an acrobatic escape. Since then, she no longer ran away from me or glared at me. Now, I can greet her normally. Good morning, Tennai-san.
Oh, good morning.
When I stare at her, she suddenly looks away in a panic. It makes me smile to know she was not glaring at me. I headed to work with a cheerful feeling. Then one day, I saw Tennai-san at the company cafeteria, so I decided to talk to her. Oh, Tennai-san, that lunchbox is amazing. Do you like that character?
My sister likes it. I made some for her, so I made my portion too.
Once I was able to have a normal conversation with her, I realized that her personality was different from what people think. You're such a caring older sister, huh? Oh, can I join you?
Yes!
So we decided to eat together. I found her interesting, so I decided to ask her some questions. How do you spend your days off?
Well, nothing special. Go shopping or eat sweets.
I see. Sounds like a typical girl.
Playing online games and tinkering with bonsai at home.
You've got a wide range of hobbies, huh? I became more and more attracted to her character, which was different from my first impression. You're such an interesting person.
Oh, interesting. I've been told that I'm creepy or difficult to approach.
I think you're just easily misunderstood, but if people get to know you better, I'm sure they will like you.
Oh, you think so?
Since then, we occasionally had lunch together. But one day, while we were eating lunch together, a man suddenly interrupted. Hey you! Why are you being so close to my Tennai? Huh? What is it all of a sudden? Huh? This person. Ah, the pickup guy from that day. What? Ah, are you the man who got in my way? I had no idea we were from the same workplace. At that time, it was dark and I was in a hurry, so I couldn't see him clearly, but I remember now. This person is Tomohisa Kuwabara, this company's sales department manager. In other words, Tennai-san's boss. What pickup guy? I am her mentor. That day, I just invited her out for a drink. Is that so, Tennai-san?
Yes. But I said no, saying I didn't like it.
It seems like she really hated it. She just said it so clearly. And at that time, you ran away in a panic, right? Weren't you aware that you were hated? When I said that, his temples twitched. Tennai's my woman, so don't mess with her anymore. My woman? Tennai-san, are you dating this person? Yeah, that's right, Tennai. Tell him.
We're not.
What? You said a long time ago that you have someone you like, right? No matter how you think about it, it must be about me.
It's true that I like someone, but it's definitely not you.
Apparently, this person somehow misunderstood her words. He didn't make such a claim the other day, though. What does this mean? So who do you like? Tennai-san hesitated, her face turning red. But she spoke after being silent for a few seconds.
Sawabe-san?
Huh? Me?
Sorry. It's annoying, right?
No, it's not like that, but... Huh? But just now... He said a long time ago. But it was only recently that we became friends. Tennai-san quietly began to explain the reason to me.
So Abe-san, you were in charge of my job interview.
Ah, I remember that. But that was the only point of contact we had, right?
That was enough for me, because you helped me back then.
Her words reminded me of that day. You look like a typical getter. It's a problem when a girl like you comes here for fun. It seems like you are doing well in school, but I'm sure you cajoled a man into doing everything for you, right? But once you're in the workforce, that won't work anymore, okay?
No, the interviewer at that time was very intimidating and rude, and I was so intimidated that I couldn't say anything. But at that time, you took me under your wing.
Please, senpai, that isn't an interview. It's just prejudice and abuse. What are you? I just wanted to show this girl the harshness of society. It's not the right way to convey that message. I'll take over. That's right, I did that, didn't I? Tennai-san, I'm sorry. Please tell me about yourself again from the beginning.
After that, you kindly asked me questions. Thanks to that, I was able to relax during the interview and I passed it. To be honest, I thought I might not like this company, but my job hunting wasn't going well at all, so... More than anything, I really wanted to work at the company where Soabe-san was. I really cannot thank you enough. I was planning to thank you someday, but every time I saw you at work, I got nervous.
Is that why you were always glaring at me?
No, I told you I was glaring at you.
Sorry. I know. I had no idea that gaze wasn't one of hostility, but one of goodwill. She seems to be a person who is easily misunderstood. I don't really need any gratitude for that. Actually, I also went through a similar interview when I was job hunting. I also experienced harsh interviews many times when I was job hunting. These days, such interviews are becoming rarer, but back then, they were still common. I had decided that I would never conduct an interview like that. Besides, it's only natural for interviewers to sincerely interview job hunters. That's why I continue to complain about the interview methods used by higher-ups at this company.
No, that's not true. In fact, this year's new employee said so too. Hey, so Abe-san from the HR is great, isn't he? Yeah, I felt really good when he was in charge of my interview. Oh yeah, I chose this company because his interview was good. I thought it was wonderful that there were other people like me.
We laughed as we learned about the circumstances. For the past few minutes, I had completely forgotten about that man. However, it seems he was unhappy watching us like that. Don't be silly, this bitch! Does that mean you've always loved him? If that's the case, why did you act like you liked me?
What are you talking about? I never did that.
Even though you look like that, you were acting all shy in front of me. I thought you liked me. How selfish and stupid is he? It's your responsibility for making me feel this way. It's common sense. What are you saying? Don't you think you have no common sense? Then Kuwabara's rant attracted attention from the people around us. At that time, a man heard the commotion and came over. What's all the fuss about? This person is the sales director of this company. He's Tennai-san and Kuwabara's boss. Director? No, it's not a big deal. I was just instructing a junior colleague who had a rather poor work attitude. What? I couldn't help but let out a cry of surprise, and Tennai-san's eyes widened. Just when I opened my mouth to explain. Isn't it you who should change your attitude? Huh? What does that mean? Look at this. These are photos of you slacking off during your sales rounds. You took a nap in the company car. You even played pachinko.
What? Why are there such photos? It's a misunderstanding. I'm sure someone made these up to trick me.
There's a high possibility that the person who knew about his slacking was someone who often went out with him. I wonder if Tennai-san noticed that he was slacking off and consulted her boss. When I glanced at Tennai-san, the look on her face confirmed my theory. It seems that the person who took the photos were her. Contrary to her appearance, she does her job well. In this situation, no matter what Kuwabara says, no one will believe him. Enough excuses. I was just going to ask you about this. Come to the conference room now.
Oh no! Please wait, boss!
He was taken away somewhere while attracting the gaze of onlookers. Good grief. It seems that it will take a lot of time to reform this company. Senpai, you're the president now, aren't you? He's my senior and the new young president of this company. I want to reform this rotten company. So together with my trusted friends, including him, we continue to move behind the scenes. I'm sure the future of this company is bright. I was convinced of this when I saw the reliable young president's expression. After that, Kuwabara was found to have slacked off a lot and made problematic remarks to female employees. After being demoted and receiving a pay cut, he was silent for a while. In the end, he resigned voluntarily.
Damn it! Why me?
He was certainly good at his job until he became a manager, but apparently, he had already caused problems in his previous job. Now his bad reputation is well known in the industry. He will have a hard time getting a job again. By the way, I had previously proposed to conduct an internal survey. We received reports one after another from a large number of female employees, and the higher-ups finally decided to make a move. As a result, the situation was so severe that an internal investigation was conducted, and major personnel changes were implemented. And the president and executives were also replaced before we knew it. Now, we have a new young president who is the grandson of the first president. He was actually my senior when I was a student. It's a secret that I was planning and working with him behind the scenes. After that, she and I officially started dating. Her sharp gaze was still there, but now that I knew it wasn't a glare, I loved that about her. Thanks for waiting, Cody. What happened?
Oh, I just came back from work, so I was just looking at you. Hey, I thought of a date plan. Can you take a look at it?
This is an epic plan. Everyone is different on the outside and inside. Just as no two people are the same, no two people have the same heart. That's why we need to seriously face each and every one of them. That's what I felt strongly while spending time with her.